Hi and welcome back. This is an optional video. You may have already set up your email address in your Bluehost. If you have, fantastic, you can skip this totally. If you have not, I'm going to quickly walk you through how to do this, as it's part of, if you use Bluehost, it's part of the Bluehost package. You have a couple of free email addresses. I'm going to be showing you how to do this in Bluehost. If you are using another host, that's no problem. You will just need to search for on that particular host, you'll need to search for their help files about how to set up your email address or contact support, but normally it's very simple to do. But I'm going to be running through the process for Bluehost. So again, if you've already set up your company website address, you can ignore this video and move on to the next. Why are we doing this? Because in the next few videos, we're going to be customizing your website and adding in details about you and your business. So we're going to be adding the company name, we're going to be adding the company telephone number, and importantly the company email address. Also, it's the email address where your leads and your new investors are going to be sent. So it's very important to have a professional email address instead of your personal email address. So again, if you've set up an email address for your business, skip this entirely. But now I'm going to jump into Bluehost and show you how to do this from scratch. So go ahead and log into Bluehost as you did a few videos ago. Use the normal login details rather than the hosting login details, although it won't matter that much. Once you're logged in, look at the top of the page and you're going to see email. You might actually see it on the first page and not have to click email. Can you see at the bottom here it says email manager? That's the icon you're looking for. If you don't see it on the first page, click email and then it's going to be one of the first things that pops up on the email page. So you're looking for email manager and it's the little blue icon with the man and the email, the envelope. All you're going to do on this next page is click create an email account, and if you've already got a few email accounts in your Bluehost, you're going to see them all here. I've blurred out the ones that I have set up here for my clients and myself, but this is the screen where you create a new email account and you can also manage existing accounts. Once you've clicked create email, you're just going to enter in a name, and you're also going to choose the domain that you want to associate this with. Obviously this is going to be the name of your website, so maybe your email might be info@londonse1propertydeals.com. That would be fine. Again, it's going to depend on your domain name, the one that you've chosen. So you're going to choose that from the drop down on the right hand side. Again, apologies, I have blurred that out because it has one of my clients' emails here. But if you've only got one domain on your Bluehost, there's only going to be one selection here, and that's going to make it a lot easier. So go ahead and choose the email address you want to use. You could use info@, this is a very generic one. If you want to be a bit more friendly, you could do a hello@ followed by the name of your property group, or I find that just using your first name or first name dot last name at the URL, those work as well, and they're a lot more personal. If in doubt, I would avoid info@ because it is so impersonal and generic, and I would use my own name or your own name in this case because it's a lot more personal and people are more likely to respond to your emails. Once you've chosen a name and set the domain, you're going to enter a password. It's going to have to be something quite long and secure, and if you can't think of anything, you can click suggest password on the right hand side, and that's going to come up with a long string of letters and numbers and characters, which will be very secure. So go ahead and do that if you can't think of anything secure enough. And once you've done that, at the bottom I want you to tick unlimited mailbox size. There's very little reason to limit your size here, so go for unlimited and then click create, and that's basically it. You now have a new mail account. So accessing your email through Bluehost is a bit of a pain. You don't want to have to log into Bluehost and then manage emails and view email box each and every time. Instead, you're going to want to have this on your telephone or on Thunderbird or Outlook or whatever email software you use on your computer. It's difficult for me to go through every single device because there are so many different devices and the instruction is going to be slightly different. So there's a big list of instructions actually on Bluehost, and I'll put the link for this below the video as well. It's the email application setup page, and on there you can choose your device, whether it's an Android or a Nokia or an iPhone or whatever it is, and it will walk you through step by step how to set up your emails on your new device. In general though, at the bottom of the page here you can see the details that you're going to need. Most of the time these will be everything you need on your iPhone or on your computer. So your username is going to be the email address, so john@example.com, or whatever you've chosen for your email address. Your password is going to be what you just set your password as. The incoming server, this is a bit more complicated. This is going to be mail dot followed by your domain name. So again, if we're using londonse1propertydeals.com, this is going to be mail.se1londonpropertydeals.com. So we just change example to your particular domain name here. And then incoming port is going to be 993 for IMAP. There's very little reason for you to use POP3 without going into too many technical details. POP3 means that when you view, let me get this right, when you view an email on one device, it will be taken off all your other devices, which nowadays is not very practical because we tend to have telephones, computers, sometimes multiple computers and telephones, and we don't want the emails just to appear on one device only. We want to see them across every device, so we use IMAP. So if you are asked for an incoming port, it's going to be 993, and you can ignore the POP3. Outgoing server is going to be exactly the same as your incoming server, so that's mail.whatever your domain name is.com, and the outgoing port will be 465, and again, when it asks what type of authentication, you're going to choose password, because earlier on you typed in your password. So these are the general settings that you're going to need to set up your email on any device, but you should check the specific instructions on that Bluehost page for instructions about how to set it up on your particular devices.